Perfect.
Yo, what is going on, Eagles Nation and people around the world? Welcome to the Flyest Eagle Sunday pregame show, where we let you know the latest and the greatest news of the Philadelphia Eagles. So, without further ado, man, hey, it is first Sunday kickoff. I brought some fellas on with me. This is the crew moving forward. We are missing one, but hey, you know how life gets in the way. But with that being said, how y'all doing, guys? What's up?
I'm just excited, man. I'm excited about today. I'm excited that football is back, and I'm anxious actually to see what goes down at Ford Field. So I'm already pumped for it, man. I've been up since 3 a.m. So
I couldn't even sleep, man. I couldn't even sleep. That's like, you know what I mean? It was like I felt like a kid on Christmas morning, like about to unwrap my presents. I'm just excited, man. I mean, I woke up and I basically tweeted out, man, I don't even know what jersey I'm rocking with today. The Eagles family has chosen. It looks like I think it was like 38 to 62. Jalen Hurts going with the midnight green.
Okay.
Flag
all right.
in the building.
Midnight
Good.
green. All right. Hey, what's up, everybody? Jenks, Mark, what is going on, everybody? Hey, but look, hey, without further ado, let's get into it, man. This is a 1 hour special. Give us a little bit of time before the game starts to pregame to get our minds right and stuff like that. But first thing up, injury report. The latest one I have is from Friday. Of course, everybody that's on the injury report is a full participant in practice. How big of a news is this?
it's big. It's big because Miles Sanders fully practiced. That's the number one guy. Derek Barnett. Also just for that,
Man, stop disrespecting Barnett like that, man. Come on, man. Put some respect on that man's name.
But it's a good thing to see everybody.
I don't know why you say that.
Going into week one, that's all I got to say, man. I'm just ready to see what the outcome is at this point, man. We talk about it all week, but here we're talking about our final stamp on what we're going to see from these guys today and the coaches. So,
absolutely,
for sure. This is what I'm gonna have to say, and I'm not trying to put a prediction out there or put any hot takes out there, but do not be surprised if you see a snap count for Miles Sanders. This is week one. This is week one. You go into the season. It's not how you start; it's how you finish. And it's not a sprint; it's a marathon. This is how the season begins. You know what I mean? When you play 17 weeks, man, you're getting banged up, and every weekend you're in a car accident. Every weekend you're in a car accident. You know what I'm saying? So. It's more of like, you got to be ready. You got to stay on the field. And let's be honest, this is Miles Sanders last year being the Eagle, in my opinion. And then to go on Detroit's side, it looks like they're banged up as well, especially on the offensive line. It looks like Big V is out for this game.
Yeah.
It looks like the backup Tommy Kramer is out for this game. I'm not sure. He's questionable. And Frank Nara, he's also the center. I believe he is questionable as well. Coach Campbell even mentioned, he's gonna have to switch up the offensive line. That's the Eagles have an advantage here. So the D line, let's eat. Let's go.
Absolutely. And I completely agree with you with Miles Sanders, man, especially he basically missed the whole preseason. Yes, he came back for the last game and stuff like that, but still, hammies, like there's no need to push him. Like I say that he needs to get between 10 to 15 carries, and Gainwell and Boston Scott like 7 and 5. It depends how, like what's the play calling for the running game? How much are we going to run? If we're going to run 35 times, I think Miles Sanders should still at least get at least 15 touches and then just spread it out.
Quick question though.
Go ahead.
Do you think Trey Sermon is active today? Do you think he'll suit up? Because if he suits up, you got him running. He has to run in between the tackles.
This is what I think. I think I think that not to cut you off, but I think that Trey Sermon is going to be the bruiser back. I think that Kenny Gainwell is going to be more on the passing running back to the point where he can get those yards after catch. I think it's going to be Miles Sanders, Trey Sermon, and then Boston Scott when we're doing the running plays. It's not going to be much Kenny Gainwell. Kenny Gainwell is going to be more kick return or the second guy, or he's going to be that passing running back.
So you think Boston Scott will be the third down running back?
Boston Scott will lose carries because, just go back to last year. How many times we had 4 running backs dressed? Like somebody is gonna lose touches, and I think it's Boston Scott. Just like he did last year when we had 4 running backs dressed. I mean, you barely heard his name last year when when we had 4 running backs that's dressed. It was always Miles Sanders, Gainwell, and Jordan Howard.
Well, he wasn't even active in the beginning of the season. He wasn't even active. He was in street clothes majority of the beginning of the season.
So yeah, I mean, look, I definitely think it's going to be a running game by committee. But I still think that the Philadelphia Eagles have to see what they have and Miles Sanders by giving him more carries than the backups. Like, you just have to at this point, because especially if you're saying that this might be his last year, hey, use him up. Like just really see what he's about. Hopefully he can stay healthy the whole 17 games, but we do have a lot of backs. So I'm comfortable with it. But with that being said, hey, let's transition into, a couple roster moves that happened. Yesterday, the Eagles elevated Covey, and go ahead, King. Go ahead and say it, man. I'm not going to mess the name up. Hey, I'm on live TV right now, man. Hey, I'm not going to embarrass myself, man. Go ahead and say that name.
Noah Tagiagi.
All right. And Noah Tagiagi from the practice squad for Sunday's game. How big of a deal is this? And was this expected, especially in Covey's case?
Want to go first, King?
I'll go. So with Kobe, this is my thing with Kobe, Britton Kobe. He's a special team, a punt returner. So we kind of knew that he was going to be activated. Takanagi, I mean, he played decent in a preseason. He was catching everything that was coming towards him, and he had the terrible quarterback in Reese Nick. You know what I'm saying? Like the terrible play with. So I think with Covey though, I think he's going to bring that experience, because that's what he was good at in college. He was really good at punt returns.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know if I don't even know if you noticed, but his grandfather and his pops, they're like best-selling authors. That comes from a family with like money. He was in college and high school, bro, and he was getting punters from like he was getting like rookie punters that come to work out with him, kick the ball so he can learn how to catch. Just seeing and seeing the traffic and seeing the vision of like how plays develop in the return game. Yeah, Coach Dante. You know what I'm saying? So I just think, because it's kind of weird how they activated him so late. Because I was like, oh man, they thinking about putting Quez or Boston Scott on punt return. Nah, I don't know if you can.
But that's a mind game of it. You know what I mean? That's the whole mind game of it. I mean, we all knew. Like, I kind of knew. I'm like, man, look, they're going to elevate, especially when teams are able to elevate. Protect at least 3 players before game day. So, like, to me, it was a no-brainer. But if you're the Detroit Lions, you don't know how the Eagles think. But us fans, we know how they think. So, go ahead, King DV.
I just think that the special teams coach was really just saying that we had options back there. But he already knew who he wanted to go with. He already knew that they was going to bring him up. They already knew the game plan. They just wasn't going to try to tell the reporters, because the reporters were going to run with so many narratives, things like that. And also, the opposing team could have actually picked up on that. So I think that it played out well. I think that the tight end, I'm not going to say his last name, but the tight end, I'm not going to do it. But I think that it just draws up so much tight end depth that we needed especially before coming into today's game, just in case, Yeah. But overall, man, I just think that we're just getting final dominoes together before game day. And that's what basically this move made. These moves made me think of that.
Gotcha.
That's going to be the punt returner, and that's going to be the backup tight end, one of the backups.
But would you be surprised if the tight end is used as a fullback, goal line situations? I mean, right now we still have Stahl, Goddard, right? Those are the two tight ends right now, right, on the active roster, right? Is there anybody else besides the one we just elevated?
I got one for you, and then this might actually pick your brain and think about something. The Eagles just picked up. Was it Aubrey? Is it Tate? Aubrey Tate?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this dude, this young bull is about 6'5", 227.
Yes, sir.
He's not as fast, but he can catch the ball. He can catch the rock. He has some amazing tape. You might be able to use him at that tight end position. You might be able to, you know what I mean? Because let's think, we all know Howie. Howie's like a Jedi. He's like a Caucasian Yoda. You know what I'm saying? He just don't talk backwards. So he's always everybody's playing chess. Everybody's playing checkers. He's trying to play chess. So look out for him to be moved to tight end as well. And weapons, man. Weapons is everything. Anything at an arsenal, and can have that Batman utility belt. It's your advantage.
Yeah, but you also forgetting Tyree Jackson. I mean, he's on the pup list now.
Yeah,
but it's only for 4 games, I think. So so if we brought this guy, man, Aubrey Tate, but that means that Jackson is going to get released or something, because right now, I mean, we gotta make room for him. Like once he get off the pup list, so
true. Or you could just you can do one of those little roster moves they be doing. Stash them away, IR practice squad, something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But look, I really think that today we might see him as a fullback, man, and a goal line, man. Look, I won't be surprised. I mean, like Shane Steichen, he has the free reign to do whatever he wants. We'll see how long that lasts, though. But before we get into Shane, let's get on to our boy Jalen Hurts. What is your expectation for him for this game?
That's all.
I just need Jalen Hurts to go out there and be Jalen Hurts, man. I just think that a lot of people are putting so much emphasis of him throwing the ball, him getting AJ Brown the ball, and Dallas Goedert and Devontae Smith. I just need him to play a balanced game, and it's a long season, so I don't want that to be throw the deep ball. We have other Eagles content creators. I'll say this again, that really wants him to just air the ball out, and that's not where it's going to be. It's going to be sometimes it's going to break down to the point where he has to make a move and scramble, or he's going to have to live another down, throw the ball away. It's not going to be, we got AJ Brown, just give it to him. He's the safest bet. Yeah, I know his name is always open, but at the same time, no, we got to get other people involved too, because that's just going to be type of offense that we played last season, because he was forcing the ball to Devontae Smith. He needs to be able to time his aggressions. He needs to be able to feel when the defense is caving in to the point where, okay, I got to make a move quick. I just want him to go out there, play his game, and still be able to scramble when he needs to.
Most definitely. You hit it right on the head on that one. What I want to see is, with this, let's be honest, the Lions secondary isn't that great. So you need to attack Jeff Okudah. I think it was Will Hughes. Is it Will Hughes? I believe. I think it's Will Hughes. Has to be Will Hughes. Harris. I'm sorry, Will Harris. You got to attack them. You know what I mean? Reading your progression, understanding where the ball needs to go, and what the point of the ball and where to attack. I think the weakness is that DB, man. The DBs, they need to be attacked. But let's be honest, Jalen Hurts is going to kill him with the legs and the RPOs. So we already know what time it is. As Eagles fans, we know what time it is, man.
But see, also he may not even have a choice, because Aiden Hutchinson, man, according to every Detroit content creator I had, it's like, let him eat. They're about to let this dude go. I mean, unleash Hut, they say. I mean, but we do have Mariota, so he could be unleashed if he want. But I really think, once in a while, a Mariota might be a step slower. So Hurts have to be Hurts. I'm like, I don't want him to be someone he's not. I want him to be, like the Jalen Hurts of last year, but more accurate. I mean, that's all we want. Honest truth, right? I mean, last year he was passing enough. Last year he just didn't have the weapons to go along with the passing game.
True.
Or the experience. The head coach was calling plays at the yang yang. You know what I mean? And so I just want him to be Hurts, but just be a little bit more accurate, and we'll be fine.
And even going back to what happened, what occurred last year. Yeah, I mean, I think, what was it, 7, 8 touchdowns got called back. You know what Absolutely. I'm saying? So we also got to put that in our heads and think about, he can do it. He is capable. Jalen Hurts is capable of passing the ball. You know what I mean? I think the running game is going to set up the passing game, and I think what they need to do, they need to understand it. Don't be greedy. Just attack and make sure that you have leverage so you can stay ahead of the game. I think Mulata's going to do a great job, and then I believe, and we all know Lang gonna do his thing, right? But they're going to move Hutchinson around. Hutchinson's definitely he's not going to stay on the left side or going to stay on the right side, wherever start. He is going to be moved around. We understand that, but come on now, like you talking about one of the best offensive lines in the National Football League, man. Like we have one of the best coaches. You know what I'm saying? With man, I'm drawing a blank now. Help me out, fellas.
I got you.
Got you,
bro.
Statler.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, Statler. I just drawing them all blank. My fault. You know what I mean? Like, and if we do go down, and God forbid nothing happens to Mulata or Lane, you got Driscoll. Driscoll can play tackle as well. Behind him, he can play tackle. He did good. He can play right tackle, and then because remember they put Dillard at the right tackle at the Washington game. They didn't understand. It's hard for, and I get it. It's hard for trying to mirror from the other side. I understand that. I totally get it. You know what I'm saying? When you're used to, it's like you like to brush your teeth with your right, but you know what I mean. And then you like if somebody tells you, "Hey, brush your teeth with your left," I'm like, "Oh, I can't even get my circles that fast." You know what I'm saying? I can't get my circles down, B. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I understand, but I think if anything goes down, we have the depth and we got a good offensive line.
Yeah, I agree. William was like trillions of Eagle fans in downtown Detroit. I mean, it feels like a home game. It feels like Eagle home to me. Absolutely. Hey, look, we already knew, like the minute we heard Detroit has sold out, I'm like, okay, Eagle fans want to see this special season. They're going to travel everywhere, especially this year. There's people that never been to Eagles game are getting Eagles tickets for this season. AJ Brown, the defense we have, it's all right. Crow Cowboys, Crow Cowboys. I mean, it's all right. It's all right. But y'all better worry about your damn self over there, man. And y'all better worry about yourself over there, about to get your head busted in tonight by the GOAT. Hey, did y'all see that that commercial with Michael Jordan talking about?
That was
I'm like, yo, they brought Michael Jordan out of retirement to do a commercial. Oh man, it's about to be on.
He said, man, I retired. It took him only 2 months to figure out that he didn't want to retire. like it was funny as hell. It was
exactly,
funny.
Man.
It's a Jordan Cowboys though, but
man. But hey, this ain't no damn Cowboy show. No disrespect. No. I ain't gonna disrespect them.
No, but back to Jalen Hurts though. Back to Jalen Hurts though. Like Jalen Hurts said it himself that we can't worry about the identity last year. We got to worry about it this year. And this year it's going to be basically just like King said. It's going to be the run setting up the pass. It's not just going to be passing. Even though teams are going to try to make Jalen Hurts beat them with his arm. but we got to be together on every snap to the point where Jalen Hurts is successful at the end of the day, regardless of if it's just running the ball or anything. Because, I looked at some content creators because I was supposed to link up with one of the Detroit Lions content creators. But I was looking at his videos and he was basically saying, him and some other guys were saying that Jalen Hurts didn't really have that many yards when we blew him out 44-6. So they are trying to say Jalen Hurts is not going to have that many passing yards this go around, and they're going to try to force feed AJ Brown. So they think they got it all figured out. Whereas though that, and on offense and defense, when we get to defense later, but really believe that Jalen Hurts is not going to be that guy, and I think he's going to come out and have a hell of a game. I think that he's going to have 2 touchdowns, passing, and a rushing touchdown.
But that was a different game. Like, when your bread and butter is, I'm gonna punk you and you can't do nothing about it. I'm Deboing you. Our offensive line was Deboing their defensive line. Their defensive line, we literally made them go. You remember when Hulk didn't want to come out? He didn't want to come out because he got beat up by Thanos.
Right.
That's basically what we did to Detroit last year. They didn't want to come out no more. They didn't want to tackle no more. Hulk. Remember Bruce was trying to wake up Hulk. Hulk
He's
was
like, come on, Hulk. He said, no.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, remember when Debo knocked out Red, and then Red's dad was like, yo, what you doing with my son? And then Debo was like, you want some too? He was like, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, son, out of here, man. Yeah, I get it. I think he only threw like 11 passes, and he threw 11 passes. I think 6 of them were caught by Dallas Goedert. So let's be honest. If anybody's going to eat today, it's going to be Dallas Goedert. And he's going to eat up Alex Azonier. He's going to eat his ass up.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
And we didn't even need to throw the ball, though. Like, if the running game is working, like, if we are beating you down, so why change the recipe? Like, come on, man. And just keep the same, But I really,
if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it.
yeah, I completely agree. But it's going to be on our next topic, man. Shane Steichen, man, like his offensive game plan going to this game. Do you think, because we do have some shiny toys, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, second year in the system, Goddard, he's legit, that dude now. There's no Zach Ertz no more. Remember last year we started off with Zach Ertz and Goddard. There's no splitting times. Quez Watkins, he's better, faster. I mean, do you see him trying to deviate from what worked last year? Because Detroit is getting ready to stop the run now. They're going to at least try to get ready to stop the run. So do you see Shane Steichen deviate from what worked because of those things?
Most definitely. I think first things first is run the ball, figure out and try to poke. You know how when you work out and somebody poke you in the chest and you weak, you like, that's what you need to do.
Yeah.
That's
exactly.
what you need to do.
Yeah.
The screen game. Attack the screen game. Boston Scott, Gainwell, attack. And like I mentioned, Dallas Goedert, bro, he's gonna have a breakout season. This is his season. He's going to eat because you got that bad man over there on the left or the right, whatever. I'm not sure. I'm hoping that I'm seeing these wide receivers move around. And then what people are forgetting about Devontae Smith, the route running machine. People forget about him. You know what I mean? They call he ain't even Smitty no more or the Slim Reaper. He's Casper the Ghost now. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, like stop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
exactly.
Can't see me.
So,
you're John Cena.
Yeah. So I think it's gonna be the Goddard show, man. Goddard is going to eat. Like I said, Alex Azonier, I don't know if you guys remember, he ate him up last year. What you gonna think? What you think is gonna happen this year? Because Dallas Goedert, bro, he is primed to have a breakout game, and this is it right here. This is it.
So you expecting Shane to stick with what works, or do you think? I mean,
I think he'll stick with what works. That's
okay.
Because it seemed, look at it though. Remember the beginning of the season last year, and I hate to bring up last year's record or what the motivation or what occurred last year. I hate to bring that up. But let's be honest. The play calling was mad different from the 6 games into the season to when Steichen came. Steichen was like, listen, we got to make this better, and we got to be able to turn this boat around. And when they turned this boat around, running the ball was the secret to the recipe. Yeah. And setting up, and like, remember how we beat the Broncos? You set up the run for the pass. You know what I mean? Right. That's why those guys. There's a difference from first to second, right? There's gears 1, 2, 3, 4, right? It's like how you driving the stick in a car. You got to get to your gears, and then once you get into those gears, you get to moving with that stick. I ain't gonna lie. See, I learned how to drive a stick when I was like 20 something. So once I started getting the driving, boom, 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 I was like, oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm staying right here.
So King,
I think he starts out the game like that. I think that he starts out the game with the running, the screen plays. I think that he's going to try to attack the pass rush because they got a lot of young guys over there, especially experienced young guys, and they coming into their second year. That's going to sit up there and try to, attack Jalen Hurts, and attack that offensive line. And I know we got the number 1 offensive line on the, in the league, but nevertheless, I think that they will attack that rush, especially Aiden Hutchinson. But you can't attack him unless you're running the ball. Try to see how good he is, because they calling him in Detroit a dual threat. He could do a pass rush and rush the running back too. So I'm trying to see what he's capable of doing as a rookie. It's not so much fair in me right now because I know we got the guys to sit up there and protect. So Shane Steichen just got to make the right calls, man. I've seen some breakdowns that he did in the preseason, and he got this one play where as though I think it would work every single time. It would get someone open, but it takes Hurts to sit up there and go through the progression. Like I said before, Hurts and Steichen got to be like this. Like, you gotta be on the same page, man. You can't like include one without the other. Even if it's just handing the ball off, like he has to be willing to do that instead of just holding the ball himself. Steichen just got to be able to be efficient in his play calling at the end of the day, especially against the young Detroit Lions that always just swarm to the ball.
Look, hey, I think this game is going to be just like the first game of last season. Like where it came out against the Falcons, quick screen to Quest, quick screen to Rager. You know what I mean? Like, and now you got them thinking about the quick screens, and now you start running the ball with Miles Sanders and Gainwell and Boston Scott. But I really think that, yes, I know y'all say he going to poke the bear a little bit to see if we could run. But if you already know you're about to do it, so why don't you just go out there and do the quick screens to the left and right, especially with their DBs. Their DBs, like every Detroit content creator is saying their DBs, their linebackers are weak sauce. So if that's the deal, then a quick screen to AJ Brown is to the house. Like, you know what I mean? We put blockers in front of him. Man, you ain't stopping that.
Attack the middle. If you can attack the middle of the field, we're gonna do some damage.
Absolutely. Yeah. So all right, so now let's shift to the unknown. Jonathan Gannon.
Don't get me started this game.
Yeah. Hey, Jonathan Gannon acquired a Bentley, a Ferrari, a Rolls-Royce. I mean, this dude acquired so many cars this offseason. How is he? Apparently, you can't drive all of them at the same time. So what do you think his game plan should be going into this Detroit Lions game, especially with a banged up offensive line?
It's pretty much simple. Attack the quarterback. Go after the quarterback. Just go after the quarterback. We got the secondary. The front seven should just go after the quarterback, honestly, because you're going to get a lot of turnovers that way. You're going to get a lot of sacks that way. Just go after the quarterback, man. This is one of those games for Jonathan Gannon where as though you can't mess this up. Everything is in your favor. The offensive line, the opposing team's line is injured. Jared Goff is Jared Goff. Everybody said, because of Hard Knocks, Jared Goff got this new confidence and everything. He's still Jared Goff at the end of the day. So we know what we got to do. You got to attack him early, like we did last year when we got that 6-set game. Let's try to make it 7 at least. So yeah, I'm not going to say 10 this time, JC. But yeah, I think that's all Jonathan Gannon has to do. I don't think that he should complicate things to try to prevent, because St. Brown and DJ Chalk is not going to do too much with James Bradbury guarding Chalk, and
Josh Reynolds is there too now.
Yeah, and then
they got a big boy tight end, freaking Hawkinson.
TJ Hawkinson.
Yeah, TJ. He's there too now.
Yeah, but I got either Maddox or somebody like a Kaiser White, on him.
Listen, I think King, you hit every point on that one. You hit every point, and then you did you filled out the questions. You know what I mean? Gannon needs to be aggressive. Last year, our defense was open like 7-Eleven. Everybody was getting Slurpees, Skittles. Man. You know what I mean? It was terrible. Be aggressive and show the Eagles fan base that you are the guy for the job. Or better than that, you had 3-4 interviews to be a head coach. If you are not successful with this defense, I think you need to go. He needs to go. He doesn't need to be the Eagles defensive coordinator. Doesn't need to. And then I want to talk about the sauce. Who we just traded for. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. We just traded for him. I know he might be on limited snaps because he just came in and he has to get acclimated to the defense a little bit more. But I'm interested to see what they're going to do with him. Is he going to be floating around? Is he going to be that secondary weapon? Is he going to be like the how I think it was the Arizona Cardinals years back when they used Tyrann Mathieu. And they had Peters and those guys, Jefferson and all those guys. Mm-hmm. I'm just interested to see how they're going to use Chauncey. I'm interested to see that. And then also, man, I think another people are also, we got Hassan Reddick. I definitely do not want to see him covering TJ Hawkinson. I swear if I do, y'all might want to block me on Twitter because I'm going to go off on Gannon. I am going to go off on Gannon, bro. I better not see that. That's just not his forte. He pins his ears back and go gets the quarterback. And then, like you said, with Brown, the wide receiver Brown for the Lions, he's a possession wide receiver. You know what I mean? Like, he's somebody, if you can be able to contain him. DJ Chalk is 6'3", 190 pounds, 200 pounds. Okay, let's be honest though, and I love Slay. I don't want people to get mad at me in the comments. Slay has a hard time guarding bigger wide receivers. Am I telling the truth? I'm not. You know what I mean? I love Slay. I'm a Slay fan. And then on that other court, and then the other, you know what I mean? You got just Josh Reynolds. He has experience with the Rams. We're golfing him and one of the Rams together. You know what I'm saying?
He's a big body wide receiver too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, like, those are things where, he went to the Titans. He was terrible. And then he revived his career going to Detroit. But, that's basically what it is. And then watching and this is my biggest pet peeve, and I swear Gannon better get it together. Watch out for Swift because he is explosive out of the backfield catching the ball. You have to make sure you contain. Like you got to make sure. You got to make sure. You know what I mean? Like I get so frustrated with talking about defense again. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I went on my rant.
No. I mean, look, honest truth, man. Swift and Jamal Williams to me. I mean, they 1-2 punch.
Good 1-2 punch too.
Like I don't see them running a lot up the middle. I think they're going to try to. Go out to the edge a little bit, man. The linebackers. So with that being said, would you put more speed on the field to counter that? I mean, who would you start? I mean, I think TJ Edwards will start.
Most definitely.
A Kaiser, who like who else you starting? Because Hassan Reddick is more of a hybrid type. I mean,
gotcha. It just depends. Are we going to see a 4-3 or a 3-4?
Right.
Is it that a 3-3-5? What are we going to see?
Yeah,
Jordan,
that's the thing.
and also this is the premiere of that big ass monster named by Jordan Davis. He is premiering today. I feel like this is like back in the day, World 106 Apart, and they go, world premiere. Yeah, man. So I'm excited to see Jordan Davis. I mean, everybody's talking about Hitchison. Nobody's talking about Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis I think he's gonna be in there wrecking shop. And I want to see a defensive play with him, Cox, and maybe Hargrave, or you go
big boy package.
Exactly, you go big boy package, and you go with speed on the Mike Will Sam. You know what I mean? Like you just go speed.
Man. You trying to,
yeah, you know what I mean? Or and then or you mix it up and you go Josh Sweat, you go Brandon Grant. My favorite man is Milton Williams. He's my favorite. He's probably one of my favorites. He doesn't really get talked about a lot, but that's my favorite.
I think that Derek Barnett is going to have a good game today.
Wow.
Like, I feel like he's going to have a good game today. Because watch. I won't be surprised if Derek Barnett get at least a sack and a half.
And always going against the grain. He's always going against the grain.
And a 15-yard penalty for roughing the passer.
Yo,
come on.
In Derek Barnett's defense, if this was like the early 90s, middle 90s, we would be all be wearing that his jersey. Because he is an old school player. He's an old school player, bro.
Yeah.
Like he's an old school soul. Like I ain't never I remember when he first got drafted, I was like, yo, like, he got us, and let's be honest, he got us from being from Tennessee, breaking the Reggie White record, and the ankle bend. The ankle bend. Yeah. The ankle bend was everything. Everybody kept on talking about that damn ankle bend. I was like, and then I remember I was like doing research, and I'm like, okay, ankle bend. All right, ankle bend. It was like I was literally like fusing myself to believe this was a guy. And let's be honest, though, also, if it wasn't for Derek Barnett, we wouldn't have a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, Graham, but I think Barnett recovered it. But remember, what?
Barnett,
don't go there with me, King. Do not do that, King.
Barnett did
recovered the ball.
Yes, Graham
recovered the ball.
Recovered the ball, right? Also had a key momentum. Chris Long, right, and then Barnett in the NFC Championship game. He got.
Yeah. Okay, all right. So you're going back to the NFC Championship game. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like everybody.
That Super Bowl, man. I'm telling you, man, that might be the greatest play in Eagles history. That strip sack, because man, we couldn't stop Tom Brady towards the end, back and forth. And I'm telling you right now, if that strip sack did not happen, Nick Foles might have had one more shot to try to go down, try to get us into a field goal range. But yeah, definitely. But look, but Derek Barnett is actually having. I said this. I look up the stats between him and BG. He's having a better 5-year than BG was at this point of his career. Yes.
In BG's defense, come on, man. Chip Kelly was using him wrong. Yo, he was using him as a damn linebacker. It was terrible. He wanted out of Philadelphia around that time. So in his defense, he was getting used wrong. At least we used Derek Barnett the correct way.
All right, but hey, we will see today, though. We will definitely see today. Hargrave
JC's always going against the grain, guys. Always. I'm pretty sure he even had a Cry Me a River playing when Jalen Reagor got traded.
No, actually, I was like, that. No, the trade deadline came in when I was like, I told y'all Reagor was gonna get traded, and then the next day I was like, he's gone. I had to calm down now. Hey, bring your face down a little bit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was like, he's being traded, but we'll see though. Look, I do wish Reagor luck. We all should be cheering for Reagor because our draft pick is tied to him, regardless.
Yes.
but regardless if you like him or not, we need him to get us that 4th round pick. A 4th round pick is crucial. I mean, because now they give you more pieces to try to move around in the draft, up maybe to 3rd. I mean, so we need to cheer him on. I know we can't stand him, but hey, let's cheer that boy on.
Let's go punt returns. Let's go punt returns.
Hey, in the past 3 years, though, man, we always have to cheer for a team or a player for them to be good or bad. I mean, Eagles always tied to a draft pick with other players.
Hey, every year. This year we're gonna be cheering for 2 teams this year, and they're always in the NFC. They're always in the NFC.
The Saints and the Vikings.
The Saints and the Vikings, man.
Yeah, I'm like, we cheering for the Saints to do bad, Rager to do good. I mean, it is what it is, but if for some way, somehow, it just makes football more entertaining for me. That, hey, we need, are we going to have a Jalen Rager tracker? Like, what is the stats he needs to hit? What is that, what does that stat have to look like? Because we know he said just based on the stats and all this stuff. What is it? Give us a number.
Do you know? Do we know the stats of what the numbers that he has to hit? You don't know.
Nah.
I'm about to look it up.
Yeah. Somebody gonna make a tracker out of it. Watch. Somebody gonna make a tracker out of it. But all right. So we are going to this game. This is the first time. We all know games are not a one on paper. This is on the field. Going to this game, what is the most concerning thing that you have going into this game, this matchup? Oh, what's up, King? What, you got some breaking news or something? I see your eyes.
Yo.
Oh no, I was looking to see. They was basically saying that CD Deuce is going to start today. So,
all right,
going to start.
Dak Prescott's ankle, I guess it popped.
What?
I guess it popped, but if everything came negative, he'd be playing tonight. But that's something to keep an eye on that leg that foot, the ankle.
Wow.
Damn.
Keep an eye on that.
All right, so let's go with King Fly John. What is most concerning going into this matchup against the Lions to you? I guess the unknown or concerning. I guess you could the other way.
I don't really have a concern about this.
Okay.
I think this is going to be. I feel like this is how I feel. I'm sorry, and I don't mean to be rude to you, Detroit Lion fans.
But I'm going to be rude.
Right, but. I think y'all feeding off too much of that hype because of the HBO series Hard Knocks. I just think y'all, man, you bite kneecaps and all that crap. Y'all bugging, man. Yo, shout out to your fans.
Joey was like, but the Lions are going to lock the gates before Phil, and y'all going to need a bunch of kneecaps. Look, hey, that's the other way around. Hey, Philly going in there, busting some kneecaps and stuff. Ain't no Lion player that hard. Don't get confused by Hard Knocks over here crying. Man, I seen more crying with the episode in Hard Knocks than I saw actual play. Coach crying, running back crying, backups crying. Ain't nothing that emotional for me to cry about. Go ahead, King. I didn't mean to.
You're good, though. You said emotional crying. I mean, I just, like I said, I don't really have any, I'm a little the only thing I think I might be worried about is, the Eagles from last year, and I hate to bring up last year's stats. They were terrible against tight ends. Tight ends would eat us up. And are we going to be are we going to be able to fix that? Are we going to have the pieces to be able to, disengage their offense and go get Jared Goff? That's my only.
All right, DV.
My number one concern is basically health. Stay healthy this game. Don't try to overdo anything because it don't need to happen. This is not a team that is in the hunt for a playoff, and they won 3 games last year. Colin Hurd basically said that David's going to win this game by a point, which I think he's on some type of drug. Also, what's his name? Rich Eisen. He basically said that they were a sleeper team, top 5 sleeper team this year. I don't want that.
He's from Michigan. He's from Michigan. Let's be honest.
No, so this ain't one of those teams that we need to really be worried about. It's just we got to worry about what we can control, and what we control is try to stay healthy, get to the quarterback, make sure that it's not a lot of yards after catch from Swift, especially Swift. Then you got on the defensive end, just attack basically what they're giving you. Everything that they're giving you, just attack that until they try to stop that, and then have a counter. Just have a counter. Shane Steichen, I just want him to play his game, coach that good game to the point where we're not worried if he's going to run the ball and everything. Because I know the first play needs to be a run, just to test it out. The first play has to be a run. It can't be a pass.
Quick screen. Quick wide receiver screen.
It's going to be passing.
Not yet.
You know it's going. No. They're going to pass.
Let it be a run first.
They're going to pass.
Just to test it out.
No. We all know.
It's not going to be no pass play to AJ Brown. It's not going to be a pass play to Devontae or anybody else. It's going to be if anything, if it's a pass play, it's going to be a screen.
Okay. Yeah, quick screen.
I'm hoping.
Quick screen.
I'm hoping.
Look, I'm going to tell you the most concerning thing for me going into this matchup is what is next week? Monday Night Football home opener against the Vikings. I mean, we are excited.
Your boy's coming home. Your boy's coming back. Okay. I'll be back home, baby. What's up?
So exactly.
215, baby.
So we are excited. We are looking forward to that Monday night game. And the Lions, I'm hoping that the players, I know Kelsey ain't worried about Monday night and stuff like that, but I'm just hoping that they don't look past this Detroit Lions team. Go out, handle your business, punch him in the mouth early, and heal up for next week. You know what I mean? But I just don't want them to, just look towards next week and this game end up being closer than it's supposed to be, like a 10-point game. That's too close to me. If you are beating the Lions by 10, that's too close to me. I need this to be a 14, 17-point win. Because my score, well, we're going to go over the score prediction, but I just don't want
Hold on. Time out.
What?
JC, say it with your chest. No, say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. 14, 17?
No, I want it to be a 14 to 17-point blowout.
I know. Say it with your chest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Killis Muffin Cat Back Blue.
What? Wait, what you think? What you saying? A 30-point? 40-point?
No, say it.
You already said it, man. Hey, y'all gonna hear my score though, man. But that's what I'm worried about. Don't look ahead. It happens every year to a lot of teams looking ahead and not focus on their opponent. Don't disrespect any team. We on a bigger mission this year. The playoffs, yeah, it's cute and all. It sounds good, but we was there last year. You know what I mean? So, but we have bigger goals, and it is not just winning the division and just making the playoffs. We have bigger goals to go deep into January and play in February. So don't overlook no team. Every loss matters because that one loss that you wasn't supposed to lose could knock you off from first to second seed. You know what I mean? So just go and respect every opponent. But with that being said, let's go through our 3 keys to victory. King DV, what you got for me?
Run the damn ball. Just run the ball. That's number 1. Run the damn ball. Jalen, just go through your progressions. Make sure that you're not forcing anything. Don't cause no untimely turnovers or be able to get away from the pressure, just like you normally do. And for Jonathan Gannon to not be Jonathan Gannon last year, be Jonathan Gannon that's going to allow his players to be successful and play their game, not to sit up there and make Darius Slay sit up there and just cover. Let him play his game. Let Reddick play his game. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has to be held accountable at this point if an assignment is blown or anything like that. So that's the 3 keys. Basically, attack the quarterback, run the damn ball, and let Jalen Hurts be Jalen Hurts.
Like it.
Learn your assignment. Let the game come to you. understand your assignment. Basically, the same thing with the assignment thing. And keep the game in front of you. Keep the game in front of you, and no mistakes, no penalties. Let's have a clean game, and like you said, listen, no injuries. Let's get out of this thing out of harm's way. Let's get out of this game in harm's way.
Yeah. Be aggressive on both sides of the ball. Don't get stupid penalties, and don't let Jared Goff complete 80% of his passes. Golly, last year, a NFL quarterback was setting records on us. Hopefully that don't happen this year, because that opens up the run game, and you know what I mean? So we just need to be aggressive. Don't be scared. Just go out there and play and do your job. Like, Bill Belichick, do your job. And we should come out there with the victory. Let me see. This question was, who scored the first CD for the Eagles? All right. Hey, let's take a pull, right? I say a Jalen Hurts keeper to the right side, touchdown.
Miles Sanders.
Okay. All right.
Hey, quick question though. Quick question. Since you said that, how many touchdowns will Miles Sanders have this year? He had none last year.
Right.
Yeah.
All you could go was up.
Yeah. I think I had him having at least 10 to 12 touchdowns and 1,200 yards rushing.
Okay. Oh wow, bro.
Wow.
Oh, you really up there for him.
This dude almost had 900 yards rushing last year, and we didn't even start running the ball to the middle of the year.
I give him a stack and seven touchdowns. Give him 7 touchdowns.
And remember, he had over 140 something against the Washington both times. I mean, this dude had 300 yards against two teams of the same team twice combined.
Yeah.
So
I give him 6. I give him 6.
What, 6 touchdowns?
I give him 6 because with the RPO game, Jalen's going to be taken into the crib by himself. Jalen can break ankles too. Jalen Hurts is a big part of that running game, and I think people be missing that missing link. He is a big part of that running game. He had 700 yards with how many passing? Like 31 or something like that. 31?
Yeah, 3,100 yards passing, some change. Almost 900 something. Almost 900 something yards rushing. Right? I think he had
for real. Hit that like button and subscribe.
Yes, sir. Do it now.
Subscribe to everybody's channels right here. Y'all see my guys. Both of my guys be working. My guys be working.
Hey, this is only the first episode of many, because we're gonna try to do this every pregame show. If I'm at the game, hey, somebody could do it, and I'll still be at the game. I go live for a few at the game. So I mean, look, this is gonna be a great season. So make sure you jump on board now for this special ride. But yeah, so hey, let's wrap it up a little bit. Score prediction, who wins, and give me who is the player of the game? Who will be the player of the game? Go ahead, King Fly. Hey, we're gonna start with you.
All right, I'm gonna go Eagles 27-17.
27-17.
Yeah.
Wow. This is
due to the 10 points, a 10-point lead. And the Eagles are also favored by 4.5 points.
Because of Hard Knocks.
Hey, I listen to Vegas. I'm just listening to Vegas. And let's be honest, man. It's the first game. You're gonna have you might have a little bit of sloppiness. I agree. So let's be honest. Nobody's perfect. There's gonna be some sloppiness. Player of the game. I'm gonna have to go, and I've been talking about him all episode. Philly Goddard. I'm not even calling him Dallas Goddard. His name is Philly Goddard. I don't want no Dallas crap in my Philadelphia. In my city. Philly Goddard.
Okay.
Player of the game.
All right. King DV.
I got it. I've been saying all week that it was going to be 35-21. Only because of garbage time. I really think that the Lions are scoring garbage time. It would be 35-14. Probably going into the fourth. My player of the game is going to be somebody on defense, actually. I think it's going to be Hassan Reddick. I think Hassan Reddick is going to basically change how we play defense. I think that's going to be the main focus on him getting to the quarterback. And that's going to be the game changer right there. I think that we do get out this game with at least 5 sacks again because of the injuries to the O-line, and then how simple that Steichen and those guys went through. Well, Jonathan Gannon too went through that defense and that offense scheme of Detroit. I think this is going to be a cakewalk. And 35-14 going into the fourth, about 2 minutes left. The Lions. No, I'm saying the Lions will score in 2 minutes. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay. All right. DB say with your chest.
I like it.
I said.
Look. But look, hey, man, I think this game, man, my score would not change at all. I've been saying it all week. I see this game as 38-14. I feel like the first half will be close. But then we're going to come out and establish who we are in the run game, especially with their linebacker core being weak, their DBs being weak. So I feel like that we could take advantage of that. It's one thing when you start running the ball and, second half, the fourth quarter, your guys are tired. That's when look, you don't even need to pass the ball at that time because you could break out some 30, 40-yard, plays. So I really see this game being close. Halftime, I probably say 17-13 at halftime. And the second half, we put up 21 points on them. Maybe off a turnover, maybe big play, slate, interception, INT, who knows? But I think this game is going to be a 38-14 type of game. And the player of the game to me will be Derek Barnett.
There you go. Man.
What? I mean, look, I'm telling you, man. Hey, he says Dean. Is Dean even gonna play as much?
Certain packages he'll be playing because he's a third string linebacker. So certain packages. It's crazy to me because he's a blitzing linebacker. So I would like to see a little bit of like blitz packaging with him, and like Hassan, like something, man. Like, I want to see something that we've never seen before that Gannon has been talking about with this hybrid defense. I just want to see something. I want to see something different. That's all I can say.
I appreciate you, Joseph, man. Swoop, I just subscribed to your channel. Appreciate all the love, everybody, man.
Shout out to my brothers, man. Shout out to my brothers, Reek, Will, Coach Marcus, and shout out to Potion for making that fire intro, man.
Yes, sir, man. This is only the beginning. Like we said, this is only episode 1. We do have one more member of the team, the Sports Garage with Tyrone. He wasn't able to make it here, and we will have some special guests throughout the season. Already been reaching out to them, so they can't do every Sunday, but they will be popping up. So please make sure you subscribe to all channels, man. And any last words, man, before we get out of here? Anybody?
Stay patient. It's week 1. Enjoy the season. You know what I mean? And hug your loved ones and tell them you love them. And fly, Eagles, fly.
Yes, sir. DV?
Go Birds. Let's go and get this W so we can have more content going on. And I don't want no negative content either, man. We're going to have some things that we got to work on. Also, man, I hope everybody had a great weekend. Stay tuned for the game, man. Post-game videos going to be popping up from probably all of us individually. So, like we always say, just subscribe to every channel, man. Eagles content creators are like a family, man. They brothers here, man. So we always look out for one another. So basically, at the end of this game, man, we're just gonna be, playing that song. That's all I'm saying. So go Birds.
Yes, sir. Go Birds.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, you already know, man. Hey, just hit that like button, subscribe button, and go Birds.
Perfect.